Hello. We are doing a shakedown hike for the AT in Zaleski State Forest in Ohio. 2-day or 3-day, 2-night hike. It's about 40 degrees now. The lowest it's gonna be is only 32 degrees, but there's lots of snow. These are the trails. For the first day, we're right here. First day, we're just gonna do an easy hike to here because it's already 4 p.m. Then tomorrow, we're gonna continue the southern loop all the way here. They go all the way up here for the second night. And then we're just gonna come back and then leave the third day. Here's the trailhead. Just a little bit of snow, folks. Side trail that we're not supposed to go down. Well, that's not where we were heading to camp. I want to check out this cool frozen waterfall back here. The trail has been like this the entire time. It makes my eyes feel kind of wonky. The way the light hits it. Looks like there's like when you look under a microscope and there's like little bacteria swimming in it. That's what it keeps looking like. So I'll probably have a head injury or something. If you stay on the packed snow, you're good. If you step off course, even a teeny bit, you're going down. Got to point Y, going up to point B. Had to take my puffy off. Way too hot, shouldn't have put it on in the first place. For how much snow there is on the ground, you'd think it'd be a lot colder, but it's pretty balmy 40 degrees. Oh, neat. Lots of deer prints up here. We're about to be at juncture B. Where are we camping? D? We're camping at D, I believe. Oh, I guess there's parking that way. I think we're going camp 1. So we're going that way.
Going to be.
It's getting a little bit more slushy on this side. A little slippy slidey. So we're at point C. It says there's a water source. I wonder if that's it. Looks like you can camp right up where Justin is. It's not marked on the map that you can't there though. You go this way. There's a privy, it looks like. Over yonder. And then we keep going to point D, which I think is over there. We were just at point C, which is right there, and it was a short little hike to Camp D. We're home for the evening. some nice little spot saved for us. Here's our nice winter setup. Justin attempting to build a fire. Guesses to see if we're successful or not. So if your guess was that Justin didn't manage to build a fire, then you won. We ate our mushroom risotto. We have some for tomorrow night too. I'm now in my quilt. I am freezing. My butt is cold and my feet are cold. And my hands are now cold because they're outside of my quilt. So I'm going to try to get warm. It's supposed to start raining like around 1. I wonder what the world's going to look like in the morning. Good night. Oh, good morning. We tried to wake up around 8:30 when it stopped raining. But then we took a nap. I've been warming up my clothes inside my sleeping bag. So now we gotta get changed. It's 9:30 now. It's a late start. And it looks icy outside. So we're a little nervous, and by we I mean me. I'll catch you later. We are currently boiling snow. There's no water sources around. It's our first attempt. We're gonna melt it and filter it. You having fun?
Mm-hmm.
It started raining again, so I put on my rain jacket. So fancy. I have my mittens. Oh, I still have my puffy under here too. Once we get hiking, I'll take my puffy on and just leave my rain jacket. Alright, we got out of camp around 10:50. We saw a camp that's only 4.5 miles away. I think we might do that one instead of the one that's 11 miles away. Mainly because of these conditions. We're a little slow going. I'll show you. So this is what we're working with. Very slushy. Which is good because I thought it might be icy after all that rain. But I was hoping just for slushy. Which is good because it's not as dangerous as ice would be because we don't have crampons. But it does make us go a little bit slower. There's been a couple up and downs. Quite a few. Some flat parts. The ups are easier than the downs because the downs feel like you're gonna slide all over the place. We're at Point E. Said that there were some wildfires on one side, 2012, and on 2006 they were prescribed fires, meaning they intentionally set the fire to burn away some of the leaves and stuff so there wouldn't be a wildfire. Worked on one side, I guess it didn't work on the other. Everything looks really grown though. Can't really see any after effects from it. It's also getting dark again. I think it's gonna rain. And I just took off my rain jacket. Go figure. I think there's another storm coming in. You can kind of hear the wind. Sprinkling a little bit. But it's not that cold. It's like high 30s. So the weather's not bad. And these shoes work really good. It's the first time I worn these. The Hoka 1-1 Speed Goat, I think these ones are. And all this slush. My feet are pretty dry. And they're not cold. They got cold last night, but with the rain and all the slush, they're doing pretty good right now. I do think that I sized up too much, though. I think I need to go down half the size. These are 9. I need to go down to 9.5. Usually an 8. These are 9 wide. First really view of the day. That's my best view right there. Look at that. So beautiful. Justin dropped the mat down the side of the mountain and almost blew away again. He almost blew away. You okay?
Yeah.
Look at this prettiness. So we are at Point F. Supposedly over this overlook there's train tracks maybe right there, and they're haunted by this guy who got murdered by a train. I'm going to go with that. And I guess you can see his lantern sometimes at night trying to flag down the train, tell it to stop, don't murder me. Oof. You okay?
Yeah, I told you.
I know, that's why I got the camera out. This is pretty. This is what Justin slid down. What I'm about to slide down. Good job. We're at the G spot. It's very beautiful. Be a fun place to go ice skating. It was frozen over all the way. I fell. Alright, I'm okay, everybody. I just had a little slippage. Everything's alright. Point H. Not sure if you can tell. There's like a dome right here, circle. This is this ceremonial, what was it?
Ceremonial ring.
Ceremonial ring. It's pretty cool. It's still there. Okay, we made it to Point I. There is a water spout down there, if you can see it. Right down there. Just gonna see if it works. Bathroom facilities. And I believe the camp is right up there. Now look.
Yeah.
It's working? Oh, it's working! Whoop whoop. Fresh water. Alright, here's option 1. It's got a fire ring. There's an option 2 up there we're gonna go check out. Here's option 2. It's got some stadium seating. I think I like option 1 better. Justin's going to check out an option 3. But I think we're gonna stick with option 1. Making a ramen bomb. We have loaded mashed potatoes, chicken ramen, and Spam on there. Delicious. It's only 4:30. We ate lunch. We tried to build a fire. That did not work so well. So now we're in our tent because we're so freezing to death. It is very, very windy where this campsite is. So we're gonna just be in here and have a good time for a little bit until we want to eat dinner. Bye. Hello. I'm very freezing to death. We're about to eat some dinner. We were just hiding in the tent for like 3 hours. So we're gonna eat food and then we're gonna go hide in the tent again. That's the food we're eating. Mushroom risotto. So delicious. Okay, I'll recap everything in about 2 seconds inside the tent. Bye. Okay, we're back in the tent. Still freezing to death. Our gear is definitely 3 season, not 4 season. I have a hand warmer. It's helping me a little bit. Originally we planned to do 11 miles today. We only did 4.4 because after seeing these snowy conditions, it was like we were only going like a little over a mile an hour because it kind of felt like you were walking through sand because it was so sloshy. So that meant we got to camp pretty early and we didn't have anything to do but be cold and in the tent. So now we're gonna be cold and go to sleep in the tent. Tomorrow it's about 5 miles back to the car. I'll see you in mañana. Bye. Waking up to sunrise. Very beautiful. It's 8 a.m. We're just starting. I don't know if you can tell, but it's hailing. So that's cool. Conditions are a little bit more icier this morning. We have 4.7 miles to the car. We're gonna go very slow, so we can be very, very careful. Little baby bird nest on the trail. Here's my hand for reference. It's a little. Made it to Point J. This point, they cleared out some big trees or some brush or something to make way so these trees can grow tall and strong. It's got a nice view with the sun coming up over there. We're crossing this road. I think we're making a really good time. It's only at like 9:30 and we've gone about 3 miles, so we only have 2 miles left. If that's the case, maybe 2.5. That's pretty good. The snow is kind of deep in some parts. Been slipping and sliding. Looks okay right here. Just a little sloshy. But still all snow the whole way. I'm gonna put you away because I might slip. Bye. Some pretty icicles. Snow is really deep here. Not a lot of sun shines on this side. You can hear the water dripping over here. You can kind of see all the little hails from this morning. Hailed for like only 2 minutes, but I still see them everywhere. Cool cave little area. There's even some like stumps to sit on right there. And then over here, there's more ice. It's pretty cool. Ooh, that's cool. Made it put to Point K, pretty good timing. We only have 1.5 miles left. It talks about how these caves, or that one, maybe both, were mined. And the sandstone used for it is probably in the iron furnace, which we'll get to right before we get to the car. That's pretty neat. Sun's still out. You can kind of see right there, that's full of water. And also at the very top, doing that too right there. Back at Old Hollows Trail. Last time, I couldn't quite make it over there, but I think I'm gonna be able to do it today. So I'll get you when I'm over there. That big ice cube fell from 2 days ago. Some of that stuff. That's icy. Ooh, look at that. The Iron Hope Furnace. And then there's Justin and their car. Back in the car, and this is Justin's beautiful locks. Looking good.
Lost my part.
Yeah, I gotta have that middle part. All the cool kids.
Somewhere. Let's go natural.
The other hand, my hair is looking gorgy. Got done with our hike around noon, and we stopped for lunch at Raising Cane's because they don't have this in Michigan. It's my favorite sandwich from when I used to live in Texas. I think we only did like about 11 miles this for 3 days, but we weren't really trying for miles. We were trying to test out like our winter gear. A couple things that worked was this mid layer. I got it at REI on clearance and it's North Face. I wasn't sure how it was gonna do, and it works out really well. It was warm. One thing that did not work out was my Frog Togs rain jacket. Like, it did its job, it rained and I was dry, but then I noticed this morning that the zipper was already coming off. And I leaned over something, some kind of thorn, and I got a big hole in the boob. So I was trying to save money, but I ended up making myself spend any more money because now I have to get a new rain jacket. I was also still a little cold, so I think I'm gonna just bring an emergency blanket because they're only a couple ounces, so why not? The first night I was freezing. The second night I used hand warmers, and that helped out a lot, so I'm gonna bring those as well. And then my shoes were okay. I still got blisters on my arches, but I am going to, I need to size down. I think they were a little too big because everyone says, you know, size up because blah, blah, blah. Your feet are gonna swell, or your toes are gonna hit the edge, and your toenails are gonna fall off. So I think I sized up a little too much. So I'm just gonna go, I have a 9 and I'm gonna go down to 8.5. I got those at REI, so I can just switch them out. But overall, it's pretty good. Got a little sunburnt. I gotta remember to put sunscreen on. Alright, toodaloo, goodbye.
Stop!